Good afternoon, fellow gardeners. I'm Kelly, aka K2, and this is K2 Garden Adventure, my channel dedicated to me building my dream gardens and urban farmstead here on the beautiful central coast of California, Zone 9B. So, apologize if you're followers of the channel. I've been away for a while. I was dealing with some serious health issues, and with work, just didn't have time to film myself and make videos while I was working in the garden. And so, plus it slowed down a little bit with it being winter, although I still have been really busy, just haven't had time to make the videos with what everything else that was going on. Anyways, today it's such a beautiful day, and we had pretty much nonstop rain for 2 weeks here, which is great. California is completely out of drought for the first time in 25 years, so awesome. But it means there's a whole bunch of stuff I need to get caught up on, and so I said, you know what, let me make a video and actually get something posted to the channel. So today I've just got some miscellaneous tasks that I need to get done. So let me show you what we're up to. All right, so up here, just for orientation, this is the woodland garden up front, and still need to get my Christmas decorations taken down. I've started, but my birthday is at the end of the month, so I kind of usually leave them up till my birthday and then take them down. But anyways, maybe I can show you some pictures of it. They turned out real beautiful this year. I had never, I've only been here a year and a half, so this Christmas I actually put up some lights and everything. So I'll try to remember to insert a picture of that right here. And anyway, so one of the things is I got this great deal on this absolutely beautiful, this is an Euchera or Coral Bell, and this is the Dressed Up series from Proven Winners. This is the Dressed Up Prom Dress, and this one is supposed to be able to handle sun and shade. So I thought this would be a great spot here. Here sort of at the, like I said, at the very front of the house, so it's a very high visibility area. I've been trying to mix in the other ones. I have like the Dressed Up evening gown, and I've got like a black pearl up here, some of these other Eucheras, so real gorgeous color. And so it says it can handle sun, which it will get a lot of in the summer. It will actually get some shade underneath this Newport Cherry Plum, so it'll get some shade in the summer, but in the winter it was pretty much full sun, with the sun being lower and everything. So I think right there is good. And then I just moved, there was a hosta that was there, and I'm not sure if the hosta is going to come back. I'm hit or miss with those for some reason. So I'm moving the hosta over here. It's in the, the little gopher cave. So I'm gonna move the hosta over there. Hopefully it comes back. It's a real pretty, what is this? Crossa Regal. It's this gorgeous blue one. So hopefully it'll come back in the spring. And I figure there's 2 Japanese maples right there, which will, eventually will grow up over the top of it and be some neat ground cover for those. And then put this gorgeous Euchera in that spot. So then I have some other things, but let me pause this and get these 2 swapped out and show you what it looks like. Okay, so we got this done. So we got the Dressed Up prom dress in the ground, looking absolutely beautiful there. And I moved the hosta that I hopefully will return back there. Got them both hooked up to drip. Because I have very alkaline soil here, I decided I'm just going to use the Holly-Tone for everything up here. Just FYI, I use the organic sulfur and started doing aluminum sulfate for things like the azaleas, camellias. I try to grow gardenias, but it's so alkaline here, it's so hard, even with supplements. Anyway, so those 2 are in the ground. Might get them a little water, but the ground's still really damp from all the rain we've had over the last couple of weeks, that I'm not sure I even need to do that. But anyways, those 2 are in. Because of the sort of microclimate here, I mean, Last night was the coldest it's been in a year. It hit 31 degrees, but we're in the 60s and going to be 75 tomorrow or something. A lot of stuff gets really confused about when it should bloom and everything. If you look at my little baby azalea, it's going crazy right now. Most of the panicle hydrangeas have gone dormant, but I have an Incrediball up by the front door that just pushed out a big, beautiful new bloom. The oak leaf and the macrophyllus never go dormant here. They bloom year round. So things are really weird. But this Japanese white birch does lose all its leaves. And as I was just walking by, I noticed, ooh, there's some branches that really need to be trimmed off of it. I didn't, again, only been here a year and a half, and I didn't do anything with this guy last year. But I do want to remove this lower branch here, and I'm just kind of remove branches that are rubbing against each other, because that's never a good thing for trees, because it doesn't look great, but it also damages the bark, and then diseases get in. So I'm just gonna quickly trim up some branches, probably get this lower one. I see this other one that's actually growing curved around, and I've already grabbed a couple of little ones on the ground, but anyways, that is the plan. So we'll show you what it looks like after it's done. And I think that's all we're gonna do on this Japanese white birch. Absolutely stunning tree. I love the beautiful white bark, and when it, you know, the weeping habit and just how it flows and everything. Anyways, just pruned a little bit. It's just some of these branches. Got rid of stuff that was touching each other or was going to be a big problem in the future. So just this little bit here, a couple of smaller things, but can't wait for this thing to bud out again and give me another beautiful show. This is only one of 3 trees, I think, in the front that still remains. So we've got the Japanese white birch, the beautiful mimosa, and that Newport cherry plum, obviously, and then, you know, the stunning deodar cedar, and then all the other stuff, including that jacaranda, this black tulip magnolia, which, oh my gosh, look at these stunning blooms. They're about to burst open. The flowers before the leaves come out, so it's just this amazing look. Oh, and look, we have the monarchs that are still coming by, late season guys, laying their eggs on my, I still have a little bit of, what do you call it, the milkweed that they haven't completely decimated all the caterpillars, but that's why I planted it. And so I've got milkweed garden here in the front, in the woodland area, and then there's some in the back. And then next year, I have some amazing plans. I got a bunch of varieties of milkweed, and I planted butterfly bush all along the entire back of the property. I don't know, at least 20 different butterfly bushes. And then I'm going to plant milkweed all around them. So this will become an official monarch habitat. So between the monarchs and then the fritillary butterfly that I have, I don't know, hundreds of those caterpillars on my passion fruit as well. So I love that I'm able to be a natural feeding and breeding ground for a couple of different kinds of butterflies. I want to get some dill because I understand that's what the swallowtail, those big gorgeous yellow ones, what they feed on and breed on. Yep, see, here's more monarchs. They're everywhere. Earlier in the year, I was getting like, you know, 20 or 30 of them at a time just flying all around. But as you can see, I've got buddleia bushes up here in front, and there's milkweed everywhere. Some of it still has leaves on it, but a lot of it's been eaten clean. But anyways, just while we're looking here, so this is, again, one of the amazing things is, you know, the mixture of Christmas decorations and, you know, the southern patio or the cottage garden just looks absolutely beautiful, even right now. Supertunias are pretty much year-round, so when they say annual, it means they bloom year-round for me here. So I've got other things that are looking great too. So anyways, let me get back to the next part of the video. One of the things I did want to show you guys as I was walking around is, you know, so it's mid-January now, and while the oak leaf hydrangeas, their leaves change, they never stop blooming. So this here is a Gatsby pink. Oh, look. Oh, and we've even got, oh, we got a bee in there that is just enjoying all of that crazy, he's just going crazy in there with all the pollen. So we've got the Gatsby pink over here. And then this is my first Gatsby moon, and it's doing great, putting out brand new blooms while the leaves are its winter colors, because again, they don't lose their leaves. And then I have the third Gatsby, Gatsby Glow Ball over here. So again, just kind of the crazy microclimate is the oak leaf hydrangeas and the macrophylla, they never lose their leaves. Here's a macrophylla right here. This is a crazy, it's a cool variegated one, and I learned the name for it and I've already forgot. And then you can see over here, here's a number of different ones. So you can see that Gatsby is still flowering and blooming on both sides. And then, like I mentioned, here's the Incrediball that just put out a brand new bloom. So it's kind of wild. We got some of the macrophyllas like Wee Bit Innocent are still pushing out new blooms. Over here in the more shady section here in Cedar Grove, we've got different macrophyllas that are still putting out new blooms. All of these amazing Let's Dance, oh gosh, Let's Dance Lovables over here in the containers. They're still blooming. Surprising, I actually put acidifier in the new potting soil with those, and they still came up pink, but that's what really hard water will do for you, I guess. Mentioned camellias, all the new camellias are doing really great. This one's about to explode, but most of them have been in bloom for a few weeks. I have the whole row of camellias along here, and this one's really beautiful. It's kind of a very different shape. This one is called Forever Julia, and I got that named after my daughter, but look at how cool. Like, I've never seen a camellia quite that shape. And oh look, Agapanthus is blooming again. So anyways, yeah, see, here we have another, I think that's a Global or Stormproof. I believe that's a Stormproof right there. It's pushing out new buds and new flowers. So like I said, plants get really confused here. Anyways, last thing that I wanted to get done before I go watch some football is over here in the tropical orchard. So I've got the mangoes are doing great. So I planted 8 different types of mangoes, just babies, up in here, and about 6 of them pushed out flowers and had little baby mangoes on them. Now, some people say, oh, you should knock that fruit off because they're only 2 feet tall. They're too young to make fruit. But, I figure nature knows what it's doing sometimes. However, having said that, we had a hailstorm about a month ago, and then a lot of heavy rain and some really crazy, 60, 70 mile an hour winds that came through. And so it knocked most of the fruit off the mangoes. But here's Pina Colada. Here's the one I'm most looking forward to. It didn't flower before, but it's pushing out a bunch of new flowers. This one had fruit on it. Let's see, this one is the lemon meringue. It had some flowers and some fruit, but the fruit got knocked off. But of course, birds could be doing it too. But like here on Carrie, it's still got a couple of mangoes and it's pushing out new growth as well. And then over here on Sweet Tart, it still has a couple of mangoes on it that are trying to get big. That is a mango. Look at that. So anyways, so the mangoes are doing okay. Last thing I need to get done, I had 2 of these avocados, the Don Galagli and the Holiday, and those are some rare types you might not have heard of before. I have what, 46 different varieties of avocado here on the farmstead. Anyways, these two were planted over, they were the two that were closest to that gorgeous redwood tree that's right on the property line, but just over on the neighbor side over there, and in the front avocado orchard. But for whatever reason, these two were just kind of dying there. I thought maybe some gophers got to their roots or something. So I dug them up and I stuck them in these terracottas, but it did not look like didn't look like there was any gopher damage. When I first moved in here, I didn't know about gophers, never really dealt with them before, and my goodness, I can't plant anything now without a gopher cage, otherwise it'll be dead quick. But anyway, so I put these over here. This is a full sun location. This gets, 12 plus hours of sun all day. You can see I painted the trunks with the, was it organic IV? It's a organic paint and insect repellent thing that's supposed to help them, because avocados are like citrus. Their bark is sensitive to sunlight, and so that's why they grow like bushes. Citrus and avocado trees grow like bushes, which protects their bark. Anyways, I moved them over here. I just need to get them hooked up to drip, and we'll see if giving them twice as much sun helps them recover, or I'm not sure what's going wrong with them. But anyways, that's why they're over here. The cherimoyas, the two cherimoya trees and the Adamoya tree are all doing great. Some of the other avocados are doing all right. This is a Jan Boyce, a new Jan Boyce tree that I just planted, and looks like I might actually finally get to taste the famous one. Some of the other ones are pushing out lots and lots of flowers, and there's a couple more in the back that actually I'm going to move up here and put in these terracottas, because I need to make room for a new path back to the around the greenhouse to the new storage shed. So I'm going to move those up here, and my thought is, in case some of the avocados don't make it, I'll have other trees that are growing in containers, and that I can just drop in the ground to see which ones survive the climate. Interesting, last night we dropped down to 31.5 degrees, which is the coldest it's been in 2 years here, I guess. But it looks like everything was just fine. It only stayed below 32 for a couple of hours. So, but I've got, I do have tree blankets for some of the non-cold hardy avocados that I can throw on there. But this is definitely, talk about garden successes and failures. This is something, I don't know, they had this sale on papaya trees at Home Depot, and I figured, hey, those would be great up here in the tropical orchard. So I had a strawberry here, a Brazilian, a Mexican, and another strawberry papaya. But both the strawberry papayas are already dead, and the Mexican and the Brazilian are dying. It looks like they actually are infected with like a blight or something. It looks like kind of what happened to my tomatoes. Luckily, I got those from Home Depot, so they have a 1-year guarantee on those. So I will be able to take those back, and that's okay. I can say I gave it a try with the papayas. My thought was, well, that leaves room for more avocados or possibly more mangoes. Actually, I'm thinking about maybe making another trip down to Riverside and picking up some more mango varieties, just so I can be pre-growing them up here in the containers. And mangoes actually are very well suited, especially the ones you get from Florida. They call them condo varieties, because they were designed and bred to be grown on the patios of people that live in the condominiums down in Florida. And so I think I might go get four more of those and put them up here with all the other mangoes, because looks like my climate is just fine for these mangoes. So anyways, well, like I said, I just I need to get some drip on these avocado trees that I transplanted up here. And if they survive, I'll put them in the larger terracotta pots if they like the additional sun, or maybe the additional sun kills them. I don't know. Hope not. I was excited about trying out these two varieties. But anyways, hope you enjoyed the video and sort of the little mini tour of the woodland garden midwinter. You can tell it's midwinter. It's 63 degrees and there's lots of flowers blooming, right? And please, if you haven't yet, subscribe to the channel, like and share with some friends or family that enjoy gardening. And I'd love to have you along for my journey. Been gardening for just about 4 years now, and it's, you know, self-taught, doing lots of reading and studying and watching lots of videos on the internet. And so if you know, have a suggestion of something I'm doing wrong or could do better, please leave a comment. If you like something I'm doing, also leave a comment and let me know. It's great for me learning. I do respond to all comments, and like I said, you know, help me grow the community so we can all learn together. And with that in mind, let me one thing I got to tell you this. So that is actually a dawn redwood. It is actually a deciduous redwood, so it is about to lose its leaves, it looks like, right next to a beautiful camellia that is coming up. Anyways, like I was saying, I hope you enjoyed the video. Like, comment, share, subscribe, all that wonderful stuff. And most importantly, have a wonderful day. And until the next video, happy gardening.